Hey there, this is going to be kind of like a journal of what I've learned with manifestation. This is basically going to be a journal for my journey on manifestation, where I'm going to be pretty much sharing what I've learned thus far. My journey at the beginning, where I'm at now currently in my journey, and where I'm going, which is going to be I'm shooting for mastery. And as far as I'm concerned, that is already done. More on that later. But let's jump into it. Let me first start off by saying this is really just kind of like a journal for me to just be able to kind of go back to whenever I need. But feel free to use this for your own knowledge and for your own help if this helps you. I'm going to try to explain things best that I can. So where I began, a friend kind of told me about manifestation because I was looking for what would be the real life equivalent to anime plot armor. And so then she kind of came back to me some weeks later and said the closest thing I could find to that would be manifestation. So I started diving into that a little bit. Didn't really know too much about it, but kind of, learned, okay, I guess like I'm supposed to like ask for what it is that I want, like kind of meditate or whatever. There was visualization. That was one of the like first methods that I've learned when it came to helping me out with manifestation. So I started out with visualization, and that's still kind of like my go-to. I really mesh with visualization. And I would just kind of wish, kind of like I'm just like praying or like asking Shinron like, this is my wish, this would be nice, this is what I would like to have happen. And then after a while, at the beginning, some of the things that I've been able to manifest were quite interesting. I didn't quite understand it, obviously, but at the beginning it was still very difficult for me to grasp as a concept. I'm a very logic-based person, so I don't really like easily grasp onto explanation of things that don't seem logical to me. So the whole manifestation thing at the very beginning was a very difficult concept. So when I looked further into it and I realized, oh, okay, so there is some science behind this, as long as it's some science-based information that I'm trying to take on here, then that's something that I can actually wrap my mind around, basically. So that started out with Einstein, essentially, when he was saying that like with our brains being like transmitters, from like what we put out comes back, it's frequencies, it's energy. And essentially him saying that it is physics and not philosophy. So basically, in layman's terms, that this is a science and that it is not like some woohoo, mystical magic stuff or whatever, So as long as it's something, scientific, which is basically you can understand it and replicate it, then that's pretty much scientific. So as long as I understood that, I'm like, okay, we can actually get behind something. So I went a bit further into manifestation, trying to practice some things that I've been able to manifest at the beginning. I've been able to manifest some small things, like I was playing Pokemon Go. I was able to manifest like just instantly getting like the Pokemon that I wanted during like legendary events, shinies. And that was like one of the first things that I kind of came across that, and I didn't even realize I was doing it at the time. It was more so I really wanted it, And it wasn't coming when I really, really wanted it. I felt like, oh, it's not fair. Like, I was out with my cousin and he was getting them, but I wasn't getting them. So I was like, all right, fine. After a while, I reached the point where I was like, all right, fine. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't want it. We're out here. It's a nice day. I'm gonna just enjoy my day. We're playing this game. I'm gonna just enjoy that we're out chilling, basically. Be blessed for that. And once I focused on that, then like literally within minutes, Shiny came. And this is after me saying like, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. So I was getting shinies. It's like, oh yeah. Then I started feeling like excited and like, oh yeah, I want more shinies. They stopped coming. Then right after that, I went back to, you know what? I don't want it anymore. I don't care. I don't care. And so I went right back to that mindset, and then I started getting more shinies. So that was kind of like my first instance of like somewhat understanding kind of what goes behind this. And so some of the things, just to fast forward and my more beginning time of manifesting, I've manifested like some Tekken results, because I play, as you can see back there, like I like Tekken, so I manifested some Tekken results. I've manifested things in terms of like relationships. I've manifested like to go like a bit in more specifics, like I wanted more experiences with women. I wanted to manifest like a girl that I felt was like meant for me, my dream girl, and I manifested it in a way exactly how I said I wanted it to. And I wasn't prepared for that, and I probably should have been more careful with my words, thus the saying, be careful what you wish for. But I have no regrets on that, after the fact, and understanding that, okay, at least I have what it is that I said that I wanted. I have regrets on how it went about. That could have went a lot smoother, but that's neither here nor there. Was able to manifest that, and that happened like within months, just like 2-3 months. It happened exactly how I wanted it. I wanted more experiences first, and then I was like, soon after, I would like the one for me to show up. And then exactly how I asked, that's what happened. And then even with jobs, when I would try really hard to get a job, I'd never get them. But then when I would essentially kind of put out there what it is that I would like to have, and then once I put it out there and then I just kind of let go of that and detach, then I started getting the jobs. So with the last job that I got, kind of fast forwarding to a more recent time, because I started my journey in manifestation, I want to say in 2019, 2020, somewhere around there, early 2020. And with the last job that I had just finished, when I got it about a little bit over a year ago, I was kind of going through the same motions where it's like, okay, if I go and I'm able to get this job through this means, or through this method, because I've been able to get them before by just saying what I want, and then after I say what I want, I kind of just detach, focus on me, do what it is that I want to do, and just kind of be grateful for what currently is. And then once I do that, then it's not too much long afterwards I get what I want. And so before, I spent like 2 years trying to get a job. And that's because previously I was following my footsteps of, well, the last time when I would get what I want, I would try really, really hard, asking for what it is that I want, and try really, really hard to get it. And then when I finally get tired of trying, and then I just kind of give up on trying, and then I just try to focus on me and enjoy myself, then I get what I want. So I was like, I'll just do exactly that. And I underestimated how long I could go on trying really hard to get something that it is that I want. And so that took 2 years. And then I finally was like, all right, I'm tired. I don't care to, with this whole job situation thing, like if I get one, I get one. If I don't, I don't. Like, I can't keep spending all this time stressing and that's a lot of life that I'm missing out on because I'm too busy stressing. And so I'm gonna at least enjoy what I have, you know, because we're not even promised tomorrow. So I'm like, why am I spending all this time stressing over a job? So I went and I did that. I focused on me and I told myself, you know, if I get a job really soon this way, I will now accept for myself that I can manifest. Like I can accept that, okay, I think I kind of got the hang of this thing. I kind of got the formula, so to speak. And I did. And I didn't not only get accepted for not one, but 2 jobs. And I had to pick between the 2. And so fast forward, I've kind of like wrote down like my steps and everything for how I would go about manifesting. And even since then, in more recent time, I've learned about like instant manifestation. I learned about that this past year, about instant manifestation. And there's been some content creators on manifestation that I've watched. Jessica Haplup, I can't remember her full name, but you might know Manifestation by Jess. That was one. But another big one that's really helped me out, especially in the instant manifestation field in recent time, this one, she's really like helped me kind of understand and help with the whole formulaic process. And that's Taylor Tukes. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's a model essentially. She's like what first like short, like one of the first like short models, like black models, to like be successful. And so she's doing really good. She's doing really good, not just within her career, but she's crushing it in the manifestation space. And when I say crushing it, I don't necessarily mean like, okay, she's like top, you know, content creator. No, I don't care about that. What I care about is the results that she's getting. Not only the results that she's getting, but I also very much appreciate how she likes to do experiments, document those experiments, and not just ones involving herself, but ones involving other people as well. And so you can kind of go back and track how things work, and that way you can better understand it for yourself. Now, I've been watching multiple creators, multiple videos. I haven't really followed a ton of creators. There's really only a handful. Malika is my guardian angel. I watch her videos a lot. Taylor. Honestly, those are my main 2 right now. Those are like my main 2 right now. But I'll watch like other people's videos and explanations on like different things about manifestation, and I pretty much try to gather all the things in common. And I basically kind of got my own formula. I'll kind of go over that. I might show the pictures in there in the video. Essentially, like I have like one of my like 7 steps that I initially wrote down. I'm just like, I have it on a board over here. So I have state what you want, visualize it, feel what it's like having it, detach from it. So don't chase it, no chasing. And then genuinely feel uninterested, or like you don't care if it happens or not, like it's nonchalant. But I think there's another reason for that I can go into more depth on. Feel gratitude daily or as often as you can, and then just do what you want and enjoy life. Now, I've made some other notes that I'll post on here as well. You'll see in the video. And just so that way I can further narrow down how this stuff works. Because even with instant manifestation, I've learned that the less significant that I tend to make whatever it is that I'm manifesting, like the less significant it is for me, the faster I'm able to manifest it. And I think there's a reason for that. When I look at Taylor and how she's really good at being able to instantly manifest things, like it takes her days, maybe weeks, and she just boom, 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 back to back, like she's just getting them consistently. And which is even more just like not just impressive but inspiring, because that also lets you know like, hey, like here's someone in real life actually doing this. Like you may have like heard stories of like I forgot her name, like Helene, this one woman from like in the early 90s, and she won like every contest she ever entered, like 5,000 contests or something crazy like that. But you know, and that sounds crazy, and it says like documented and everything. I haven't gone as far to see those documentations yet, but it's nice to see like, hey, I have another example in current time that's kind of doing something similar. And if they can do that, then that obviously means I can do that, because if I see it in real life, then obviously that means it's possible. It's like I'm capable of doing the same thing, and so are you. So I've been heavily diving into what it is that I can do, and now I am just doing all kinds of things. I've been doing like saturation of the mind, but better understanding like how does that play into me when it comes to manifesting, and what's more I guess like potent or more efficient for me. Because at the end of the day, all these tools like saturation, affirmations, you know, visualizations, all these things are just tools. They're methods to help you essentially reach, at least what I've gathered, it's just to help you essentially reach the point of knowing. Reaching the point of knowing. And when you reach the point of knowing and matching the frequency, the energy, the feeling, you can kind of interchangeably replace feeling with frequency. And once you've matched that frequency of the version of you who already has, and this is where we start to go into quantum physics, but essentially the alternate reality version of you who already has what you have right now, once you match the frequency of that, then, and you put that out, that then comes back to you. And what I gather is the strength of the frequency. I kind of, and you'll see I just kind of like made this earlier today of so far my understanding based on my own personal experiences as well as watching others. Like I think when it comes to Taylor, why she can manifesting so quickly is just because, and you can hear it when she speaks, she's very sure of herself. It's like there's no other way, there's no other way possible. It's like, now that I understand this, like you can't tell me nothing. And I'm able to reach a point in general in life on subjects that I am confident in. Like there are subjects in life that I feel nobody can tell me anything in, because I'm the expert in that. Like I'm just not wrong in those things. I just never have been, so therefore I never will be. It's how I mentally conceive it. Am I perfect? No. But do I have a perfect record so far? Yes, when it comes to those specific categories. So I just feel like I just know, and no one can tell me otherwise. And every time I feel that way, I've never been wrong. And she feels that way when it comes to her affirmations and her manifestations, and therefore it reflects, is what I'm noticing. That's the correlation. So if I can then reach that same level of knowing or frequency, match that energy that I can put out there, then I think that has a lot to do with the speed or the instant manifestation process. Now, I think a lot of us have our own ways and paths on how we get there, because we're all different people, right? So I've been kind of putting down on a board so far like how I've been getting to my manifestations thus far. And right now, I think the only thing that I need to do, there's a few tests that I want to be able to do. I want to be able, because I've been able to manifest multiple things now. I've manifested like relationships. I've manifested like small things like Pokemon Go stuff. Even recently with Pokemon Pocket, I manifested the Crown Rare. I manifested a Crown Rare, what was it? Pokeball. I manifested that twice within like, 2 weeks. It was like back to back. I did it once. My friend was like, all right, bet, do it again. I said, all right, cool. Just jokingly, like, oh, wow, I can't believe that. But, he's saying do it again. All right, fine. I'll do it again for fun. But also taking it seriously. So I did it again. And then a week later, I got another one. So now I have 2 gold Crown Rare Pokeballs. Fast forward to recent time with the Lugia and Ho-Oh set. I got 2 Crown Rare Lugias, but I also wanted the 2-star Lugia because I like the art on it, mainly the background, because the actual figure art is the same, but the background, I like the color. And so I really wanted that as well, and I got that. And I got all 3 of those within 3 days from when I started. So mentally, to me, it's kind of instant. Doesn't take that long. Instant can be sooner. Instant is what your definition of instant is. That can change, right? But I got that pretty soon, and that was in recent time, and that was back to back. So like, I know I can do it, but it's just better understanding it and gaining better mastery. So that's where I'm going towards now. So it kind of caught me up to where I began, where I'm at now, and to where I'm going. Now, I haven't even gone into everything that I've been able to manifest. I've manifested multiple things at this point, but I'm going for mastery. That's where I'm going. So mastery is what I'm going, and I think what I'm missing currently for mastering is going to be essentially, hold on, getting a call here. Okay, I think what I'm missing for mastery at this point is just being able to decrease my level of significance for what it is that I'm asking for, so I can more quickly reach the frequency and level of knowing, mental level of knowing, and being detached from it, right? So once I do that, I think I will reach mastery, and especially once I'm able to prove my results back to back with intent. So that's where I'm going, and more on this later. If you guys liked this video this far, like and subscribe, put a comment. What are you trying to manifest? Maybe we can do this stuff together. But if you guys liked it, go ahead, share, like, comment, all that stuff, and helps with the algorithm. I'll catch you guys next time. I don't know. Let's for fun, let's make a manifestation. In a year from today, we're gonna hit 1 million subscribers. I don't care, honestly, but that's just what we're gonna put out there. All right, cool. All right, catch y'all later.